Hello, this is Tim Hellman.
And Tracey Yee.
And this is Movie Talk. Today we're going to review the 2015 Oscar-nominated live-action short films. And they include Aya, a 40-minute French-Israeli short film that tells the story of two strangers that meet at an airport, where one mistakes the other for his driver and the other does not immediately correct his mistake. It was directed by Oded Binin and Michal Brazes, and written by Binin, Brazes, and Tom Shovel. Stars Sarah Adler and Ulrich Thompson. Another short film is Boogaloo and Graham, a 14-minute British short about two young boys growing up in Northern Ireland in the 1970s who are given two young chickens to take care of by their dad. It was directed by Michael Lennox and written by Ronan Blaney. The third short film is Parvaneh, a 25-minute Swiss short flick about an Afghan immigrant living in Switzerland who's desperately trying to send home money to her family, but can't due to lack of identification. It was written and directed by first-time filmmaker Takhan Hamzavi and stars first-time film actresses Nisa Kashani and Cheryl Graff. Another short film is The Phone Call, a 20-minute British short film starring Sally Hawkins as a dedicated employee of a crisis hotline center who receives a disturbing phone call from a suicidal caller. It was directed by Matt Kirkby and written by Kirkby and James Lucas. The fifth short film is Butterlamp, a 15-minute French-Chinese short film about a traveling photographer photographing Tibetan nomads in front of various backdrops. It was written and directed by Wai Hu. What did you think of the short film?
I like them. They're all really different.
I liked Aya the best because it was about clashing personalities, and the female character was really inspiring and someone that I would want to be like. She was so
Somebody you'd want to be
free-spirited.
She was. It was impulsive and different. It wasn't my favorite walking out. It was probably like my second favorite.
Oh, really?
But then throughout the week, it stuck with me. I kept thinking about it.
It was the most interesting to me and the most entertaining. Like none of the others grabbed me quite as much as that one did. There was the line about how impulsive decisions are what keep us alive, and the guy said, "You should never follow your heart."
That's right. That's right. That is what he said.
Yeah.
That is what he said.
Yeah. He says, "I like things the way they are and I like to keep them that way." And she was like, "I'm the exact opposite."
Well, what was interesting is that, I wouldn't say their personalities clashed exactly, but they were very different people.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is that she might have been behaving more as she normally would, but he, through the course of the car ride, really changed. Yeah. In a very subtle way. Like a smooth, subtle way. Yeah, I like that one.
I would give it 4.5 stars out of 5.
Oh, we're gonna rate them each individually? Yeah, I'd probably go 4.5.
Parvaneh was good.
It was really sweet, and there was definitely attention to it. It definitely illustrated how hard it is to be a refugee, how hard it is to get everyday normal stuff done that we take for granted.
That was another one about two different types of people that kind of bonded.
Yep, the commonality of humanity. I mean, the two girls, I think they're a similar age, but obviously very different backgrounds and socioeconomic status, and just, you're right.
Another thing I liked about Aya was how she said that she felt closer to strangers than she did to people she knew. I thought that was interesting. And sometimes I do feel closer to strangers, but not always. So.
I don't know. I was going to say strangers will give you the benefit of the doubt.
Won't judge you as much.
Right.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
give you the benefit of the doubt. They might take you at face value. But there's
and people that know you sometimes think they know you when they don't, and so they're more judgmental.
Yeah.
Parvaneh, I'd give 4 stars out of 5.
Yeah, I think I'm with you there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, are you going to go through and agree on all these? I would too. I would rate it lower than Aya.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 4.25.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about Boogaloo and Graham?
I thought Boogaloo and Graham was cute. The two boys who were in it were just great. It's hard to tell if kids are really actors or not, because they're either genuine and being themselves, because they're just kind of free of inhibitions, but they have a couple little good speeches there. Definitely the range of emotion.
But I like that one because it was kind of nostalgic, what it's like growing up as a kid, even though I didn't grow up in that time.
It was the cutest, it was funny, it was probably my least favorite.
Really? I gave that one 4 stars too.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd give it 3.
3?
Yeah.
My least favorite was Butterlamp, actually.
Really?
There was no story to it, it was just a bunch of images.
But that's what was interesting about it, I think. The dialogue and the visuals.
I liked it at first, but I kept waiting for something more to happen and nothing ever did, so I was like kind of bored with it by the end.
Oh.
I did like the very end though. Before that, the last 5 minutes or so, I was kind of getting tired of it.
How long was it? It
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
even...
like 15 minutes.
That was actually my favorite walking out of the
Really?
theater. Yeah, and then it fell below Aya, and then it fell
Yeah.
below the phone call,
Oh, yeah.
which we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
But I liked it for the imagery. It was different. The old lady. Who,
I think it was trying to say something about the culture
Yeah.
being forced into the modern world, I
the
think.
Tibetans
Yeah.
and a lot of
Yeah.
those people. I mean, that'll be the only photograph ever taken of them in their whole lives. But I liked that one for that reason. The people.
I gave that one 3.5 stars.
I'd give that one 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the phone call, I gave 4 stars too.
That was good for a different kind of filmmaking because it was Sally Hawkins on
I
the
think,
phone. And
yeah, if they gave Oscar nominations for acting for short films, she would definitely be nominated.
Absolutely.
I think she gave the best performance out of any of them.
I agree because it was just pretty
It was
much a
all
close up
her.
of her face while she's on the phone.
The whole movie revolved around her and her performance.
Responses.
Yeah.
She was great.
Mhm.
And it was tense and moving and
Suspenseful and
suspenseful.
depressing. And,
there's a little bit of lighthearted
um,
kind of at the beginning and the end, but otherwise,
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.